Good morning, guys. Today we're making framing lumber. My friend Andrew the Bearded Giant contacted me and told me that he has recently purchased a new house and he wants to build a shed. And he asked if I could make him some 2x4s for less than Home Depot. And I said, of course, but they will be straighter than Home Depot boards. I've got on here a pretty good size hemlock log. I've got a few more over decked up ready to go, but we're after some 2x4s and some 2x6s. So I'm going to get to it. Now I need 98-foot 2x4s. This log is about 11 feet long, and at the butt end here it flares out all crazy, so I'm going to save myself a lot of hassle and blade life by cutting it down to about 8.5 feet, getting rid of a bunch of that flare, and make it a little easier to work with. Okay, well, I've got it cut down to length. I've got it centered up on the mill. Just time to start making 2x4s. Now, of course, a 2x4 is not 2 inches by 4 inches. It's typically 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. I've cut these about 1 5/8 inches or so by 3 5/8 to allow for a little bit of shrinkage. I've got everything cut either 1 5/8 inches wide or 3 5/8 wide to be cut down into the correct dimension, except for this bottom slab, which is about 4 inches wide. I'm going to cut that into 2x4s and then lay those 2x4s on their side and rip them down to the correct width, and that way I'll have a bunch of 1/4 inch or so stickers that I can stack this wood on and let it dry while Andrew's waiting to build his shed. We'll get the 4x on their side and I'll cut them into 2x4s, and then I'll come back and rip these 1 5/8 flitches down to 3 5/8 wide. Did you catch all that? All right, well, I've got Andrew's 90 plus a few extra, and then I've got a small stack of extras for myself. I'm doing some work inside my shop that's going to be coming up soon in another video. But now we need 18 10-foot 2x4s and 6 10-foot 2x6s. So I've got a 10-foot log on the mill. I'm going to get to that now. I should have everything that I need in those two cants and the flitches that I have. I'm going to make the 2x6s out of those flitches. So I'm going to pull this off in case I need it for something different later. And I'll set these cants back up. I should easily get my 18 2x's out of that. Now I've got these flitches up on edge. I only need 4 2x6s, 12 feet long. I'm gonna get way more than that out of what I've got here. Well, not way more, but enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and mill through these, and then all that's left are some 12-foot 2x4s that I'm gonna cut down out of some 20-footers that I made a long time ago. I don't need a 20-foot 2x4, so I will cut those 6 12-footers that I need, and that will complete this order. He's going to cut these to their exact length, so I'm just going to whack them with the chainsaw about 12.5 feet. Well, that's it. I've got some lumber left over in front that I will use in my shop. That is all the lumber that Andrew needs plus some. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. I appreciate you watching. I apologize for the gap in videos. I went on a little vacation over the 4th of July Hollywood, over the 4th of July holiday, and came home and got COVID. So I'm over that and back to making videos and back to working in the shop. I got a couple of tool reviews coming up and a whole bunch of milling. So stick around. We'll see you soon.